Today, we're doing rule number 4. We are doing the fourth vowel today. Today, it is all about the Spanish O. Spanish O says O only. Now, the good thing about Spanish vowels is each vowel only has one job, okay? One job, one sound. So I put the English here side by side for comparison so you can see how simple Spanish really is. So with the English, let's say we have all of these O's in this word. We have hot, go, love, woman, move. So all of these words have the O sound, but guess what? The O makes a different sound. Hot, go, love, woman, move. That's about 3 different sounds I hear in there. But the good thing about it is in Spanish, the O is always going to be the same. And it says O only. So we have hola, como, doctor, rojo, nosotros. Now, did you hear that each one of those O's sounded the exact same? There is no long, there is no short, any of that. And just so you know, these are not the English translations of these Spanish words. This is just a list of random English words that have the letter O in it and a list of random Spanish words that have the O in it. So you can see that the sounds vary between the languages. English has like a few different sounds, but Spanish is always the same sound each time. So that's what I love about Spanish is that the vowels, each one only got one job. So whereas English, you have like 2, 3 different ways of saying O, here in Spanish, it is always O, okay? Spanish O says O only. And the reason I say only is because it only has one sound. So it's not going to be any long and short and silent or any of that. The Spanish O says O only. Okay, so now let's look at that in context because I know we have the isolated words here, but I'm going to erase these. And now I want you all to give me an example of a Spanish word that has the letter O in it. Give me a Spanish word. I erased it, so I don't want y'all using my examples, but put in the comments an example of a Spanish word that has the O vowel in it. I want to see if you all understand the concept of Spanish vowels and what words would contain those. Mucho, comida. Very good. Trabajo hermoso, estudio hermoso, bolígrafo. Very good, good. I'm seeing some good ones. I am definitely seeing some good ones in these comments. Guapo. Good. Olor. That's another one that has the O sound in it. Rojo. Yes, that is one that has the vowel sound of O in it. Gordita. That's another one. Hijo. Yes, that's another one. Divertido. Niño. Hermoso. Yes. So you all are very good at coming up with words that have this vowel sound in them. Niño, manos, comida. Yep, these are all great examples I'm seeing in the comments. Abuelo. Yeah, that's a good one. Oso is the word for bear. Yeah, London says, what does oso mean? Oso significa bear in Espanol. Okay, so now I have an activity for us. So we know we already have the words. I see that you all know how to put words in here that have the letter O in them. So ojo, niño, all of those. Now let's put it in the sentence context. So I want you to look at number 1 that says, hola, ¿cómo estás? And tell me, how many times do you see the Spanish O? I want you to count. Vamos a contar and tell me how many times do you see the O vowel sound in número 1? Okay. So I'm seeing some different ones. So let's go ahead and count together. So, uno, dos, tres. Good job. So, hay tres. Good job. We see the letter O, or the vowel sound O, tres veces. Tres veces. Good job. So we can identify 3 times that we saw that sound in this sentence. Now, let's look at número dos. Yo como pollo. Tell me how many times you see the Spanish O in número dos. Okay, so I see most people are saying cinco, so let's find out. Okay, let's see. We have one here. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Buen trabajo. Yes, cinco. Mason says, what sound does the double L make? It makes the y sound. So go to my YouTube page. I actually did a lesson just on special sounds like the double L. So if you go on my YouTube, you'll have a video called the four reading rules for pronunciation. And I did a live on that already, and I put the replay over there. But yes, okay, look at número tres. Número tres. Nosotros somos doctores. Let's count in that one. Número tres. Tell me how many times you see the sound there. Look like we got a lot of them in that sentence. Looks like we have a lot. Okay. Vamos a contar. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete. Siete.
I learned to build confidence.
Good job.
I think that's the main.
Siete. Good job. Siete. So, good job on that one. All right, now, número cuatro. El oso es gordo. Número cuatro. It's okay. Someone says, for latecomers, what do the sentences say? Well, for latecomers, we are identifying the Spanish vowel of O, and we're counting how many times we see it in the sentence that we're on. Right now, we're on number 4. So we see it 1 time, 2 times, tres, cuatro. And don't worry, if you're a latecomer, you can go to my YouTube page, and I'll put the replay up there. Okay, so good job. And then now, before we go over what these sentences are, let us look at the last one. Mi color favorito es rojo. How many times do we see it over there? Okay, so let's count. Vamos a contar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 6 for that one. Yeah, sorry, my marker probably was like a little dark here, but yes, that is another O, favorito. But okay, so if we needed to translate them, okay, number 1, hola, ¿cómo estás? Hello, how are you? Number 2, yo como pollo, I eat chicken. Número 3, nosotros somos doctores, we are doctors. Número 4, el oso es gordo, the bear is fat. Número 5, mi color favorito es rojo. Oh, yeah, roja. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, rojo. I saw a period there. Yeah, rojo. And that one is my favorite color is red. So good job, you all. Good job. So that was an activity that is helping us to identify and get comfortable identifying the Spanish O in all of these different sentences, and also to help you understand that the O will always sound the same. It has one sound, and our rule is the Spanish O says O only. So that is the only sound it's ever going to make is O. And we read that in these sentences here. Now, yes, no problem. So before we go to the next part, before we go to the next activity, I want to see you all come up with your own sentence. You all each put one sentence in the chat that has Spanish O's in them. You see, we just did 5 of them here on the board, but I want you to come up with your own. Those were examples. So now that you all see what those sentences can be like, I want you to put your own here in the comment section. So I can't wait to see what kind of sentences you all come up with. Okay, first one already. Tengo calor. So that's a sentence that has an O in it, okay? Como poquito, yo quiero tacos. Yep, y'all are coming up with some good ones. Mi abuelo es muy guapo. Tengo un negocio. Mis niños. Okay, yep, I'm seeing lots of good ones in here. Okay. All right, so let's look at the first one. So the first quiz I have for you all is I want you all to remember this one. So if we're referring to the Spanish O, if we're referring to the Spanish O, what sound is it going to make? You can put A, B, or C in the chat. And great sentences, by the way. I see some good ones in here. Los boletos cuestan. Yep. Mi perro. Yep. Very good. All right, so let's see who is right. Okay, so I see most people, actually everybody, has put se, which is this one here. Okay. All right, and tell me why is that? Why is it C and not A or B? Because you all are saying that the Spanish O says this one, but how do you know it's not those other two? Yep, good job. It has one sound. It says O only. Yep, it says O only. Very good. Good, I'm just looking to see who's listening because believe it or not, some people, they'll just write an answer and not know why they wrote it. So very good. Very, very good. Okay, good. And then, let's see. Let me finish out writing this one. Okay, so good. You all did that one. Good job, good job. So instead of true or false, in Spanish, it's cierto or falso. So tell me the answer to this one. Spanish O only has one sound, C or F. Cierto or falso. Cierto or falso. You can put that in the chat. The Spanish O only has one sound. Yes, but in Spanish, it's cierto or falso. So good job. Good job. I'm seeing cierto. Very good. Absolutely. Yes. Exactly. Cierto. So at the end of the day, Spanish only has one sound. So it is cierto. That is true. It only has one sound. Doesn't have a whole bunch of them. That's more like English. English has like several different sounds with one letter. But this one, no. It just has one sound. It just has one sound. So, excelente, mis estudiantes.